Of Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered. As you know, I'm Coach Jace. That's Coach Rob. If it's your first time tuning in and you didn't know that, welcome to the show. The boys are here. We are live. We are a minute and 59 seconds away in a very tight 17-14 Oklahoma leads.
17-13.
17-13 Oklahoma leads LSU right now in at Oklahoma. It's LSU. Coach, do you know it's LSU's first time playing a game in Oklahoma?
Yeah, I did see that. It was the first time in Norman.
Yep.
And didn't understand.
Not just in Norman. First time playing in Oklahoma.
Well, I figured that also meant in Norman. I mean,
it does.
So if it's their first time in Oklahoma,
State,
then there's
you got other teams.
But it doesn't.
Oklahoma.
It's their first time in Oklahoma. Then also it's their first time in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yes, that's a fact. Anyway,
don't correct me,
as you can see,
fucker.
I'm shocked because Coach Rob hadn't said anything yet, but I got a haircut.
No, so
Coach Rob been wanting me to grow the hair out. He hadn't said a word about it yet, which was very surprising.
I've been trying to get it in conversation.
Yeah, have you?
Yes, I looked at your head and went, this motherfucker.
He probably looked at the TikTok that I put out and was like, "Got a fresh cut."
I did not.
Cease,
didn't see that one for sure.
Cease went to the Jays. Like, it was a whole thing. And I had a whole bunch of comments. We had like 5 or 6 comments. I say a whole bunch. We had 5 or 6 comments.
We had enough.
Some 400 views on it. Like, it's a lot for us. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably because you had the fresh cut and you look stupid.
Yeah, it's probably because I got the fresh cut for sure.
I got the flow going.
Bro,
the flow is I'm living and dying with the flow.
Victoria
told me last night. Oh, I can't wait to talk. I can't wait to tell you this real quick.
All right.
Victoria told me last night that if I grow my hair longer than a year, she's gonna cut it in my sleep. I said, "You cut mine in my sleep. I'm cutting yours in your sleep."
Oh, buddy.
So
how'd that go?
We don't know yet because it hasn't happened. It's been June. I think I cut my hair I got my hair cut in June, and that was the last time I got it cut.
Look, here's the thing. I mean, for the next few minutes, we're going to be very distracted because, as you know, if you follow us on any social media form, we are
this
LSU
motherfucker.
Fans, and he just tried to scramble. We're 4th and 2 now with a minute 49, 48.
Yeah, if you're wondering where we're at in this game, if you wanted to kind of go back and kind of watch this with us, or if you're currently watching right now and you're tuning in, this is the game right here. It's 4th and 2. You got 1 timeout left, a minute and 32, 31, 30. Here's the game. You're on, what, the 32-yard line? And LSU football has just been fucking sad, dude.
On the 30-yard
it's just
line.
been
29.
It's been pissing. Oh, God, it's been fucking pissing
Here we go.
us off.
You got to get a first down here. Oh, and we take our last timeout.
Yeah, because that's what we want to do with a minute and 18 left. This is fucking sad. I am ready for Lane Kiffin to make his announcement, whether he's coming to us or not. And if he does come, I'm in. I'm in. But if he doesn't, and he stays at Ole Miss, because those are his 2 options right now, unless he shocks the world and goes to fucking, I don't know, Tennessee State or some shit.
I don't think he's going to go there.
No, he probably won't.
It's 100% between LSU and Ole Miss.
Right. But
100%.
so they had a team meeting after the Egg Bowl. They're supposed to know something. And they probably know something already.
They already know.
Yeah, somebody knows something. But they're not going to announce it while this game is going on. They're going to wait till after the game.
So here's the thing. So it is currently 6:03 p.m. on this Saturday, November 29th night.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin and the AD of Ole Miss had a meeting at 3 o'clock today. So 3 hours ago, 3 hours and 3 minutes ago, they started their meeting.
Yeah.
This meeting doesn't last 3 hours and 3 minutes.
Yep.
All right, hey, what do you want to do? What's your goal? What's this, that, and the other? All right, here's what we can offer you. Here's what you got. Done. Like, that's the meeting. So we'll come back to this. We're 4th and 2. Here we go. We're in a power I formation, and we're gonna trade this. Oh my gosh!
Ball gets batted down. We lose this fucking game. Wow. If you just hand the ball off,
Trades was wide open, sprinting down the middle of the field. Jesus.
Is there about to be a fight on the field?
See, this is why I didn't want to start while we're.
It's just, dude. It's
now I'm sad.
Well, no. So this is what I want to talk about this because this is fucking ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I am so tired of seeing LSU's offense go screen, run, screen, punt. I'm fucking tired of it. And then hey, we throw a slant and it works. But then we go screen, run, punt. Like it makes no fucking sense as to why.
Watch trade is 14.
Watch the running back. Look at the running back. You needed 2 yards. You needed 2 fucking yards.
We lined up in the power I formation for like the second time this year.
And that's fine, but if you line up in a power high, you have a fucking fullback. Follow your blocker and get 2 yards.
Bring back Nuss.
And now it's victory formation. I don't know who to bring. Bring back fucking Jamarcus Russell at this point. I don't care. I don't care. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm so sick. LSU is about to be 7-5. When was the last time we were 7-5? Was that Coach O's last year?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and he was too busy. See,
I can't even watch him tomorrow.
Okay, what the fuck? No, why are you turning it off?
Because
Iron Bowl's about to come on, bitch.
Fuck that Iron Bowl.
Okay, well.
No, we'll turn that one on.
Yeah, put the Iron Bowl on.
Let me grab the remote secretively here where nobody can see.
No, so Coach O has an explanation as to why he went 7-5. Because there were college girls all on his Johnson. No, I don't think he was doing that. I don't think he was doing that. Look, you better say fucking allegedly. Coach O's gonna come in here and tear that ass. I hope he comes in here. I mean, but we don't have any women for him. But yeah, no. I mean, look, him and Brandy, they were all gallivanting, and he was a little distracted. What's the Oregon Washington game doing?
I think it's a pretty good game. Oh,
Oregon wins.
Yep.
Oregon wins.
What was the final of this game?
I don't know.
I can find out. Just give me just a few minutes and I'll find this out.
That's fine. Dude, that motherfucker has he had 2 foam fingers and a shiesty on.
2 foam fingers?
Yes.
26-14 was the final.
26-14?
Yeah,
that's apparently a big rivalry, and I never really knew it.
Well, yeah, they're one state away from each other.
Well, yeah. So somebody was saying, why is Ohio State and Michigan a rivalry? Again, they're one state away from each other.
Yeah.
And thank God Ohio State. Look, I hate Ohio State with the most of them. I fucking despise Ohio State. But
don't say thank God they won.
Thank God they won.
Jesus Christ.
Thank God Ryan Day got over that hump. What? You wanted Michigan to fucking win?
Yes.
No.
I'd 100%. So my cousin-in-law-ish deal, my first cousin's husband was a wide receiver at Michigan. And I hate Ohio State.
Do you not like him?
In fact, no, I love him. He's awesome. He's a great guy.
Oh, he's Michigan. Got it. Okay.
In fact, I was telling Victoria while we were... Yeah.
That's wild.
While I was playing...
Normally you just see tight ends that are white guys over there.
Yeah, no, wide receiver, bro.
Milk check, as Raw Room says.
I was telling my wife earlier on the couch, I said, it's a horrible week for me. And she was like, why? And I said, well... If you go back to Thanksgiving, which, by the way, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. A couple days late, but happy Thanksgiving.
You just said Thanksgiving like I used to say it, or like I might still say it. And I had a roommate when I was in the Navy he was from Kansas. And he used to make fun of me all the time. Thanksgiving. That's how you said it. And
how do you say it?
So apparently it's Thanksgiving, right? But it's not, you emphasize the giving, not the thanks. And apparently we emphasize the thanks here in the South.
Yeah, because
Thanksgiving.
We're greedy assholes here in the South.
I don't know about that. You might be. I am not.
No, I'm not. I can care less about gifts. But
you don't get gifts for Thanksgiving. Who?
I get the gift of going to somebody else's house.
Okay, it's not a legit gift.
It depends on what you call a gift.
It's not a fucking present.
You
it's
give
not
me a
Christmas,
gift every
bitch.
time we record because you gift your house and this room to me to come here and record.
No, this is a business, dude. We run a business out of this house.
You're right. You're 100% right.
This is our business.
What were we saying?
I don't know. You were saying some bullshit.
Oh, yeah. I was telling my wife earlier, it's like, this is such a bad weekend for me. And she goes, why? Why is this a bad weekend? I said, it's not necessarily a bad week for me. Like, I don't have any stake in any of these teams. But,
stake?
Like, Dallas,
really good.
The Cowboys played the Chiefs. Which one do I hate more? I'm not really sure.
Dude.
But I pulled for the Cowboys because I think I just hate the Chiefs a little bit.
Okay, so father-in-law was the opposite. He hates the Cowboys that much more, so he pulled for...
But it's like he
pulled for the chefs.
If we were on a teeter-totter, it would take a long time for the Cowboys or the Chiefs to be that team that got down to the hate level less. But you had that, and then last night I got Texas versus Texas A&M, and you know what? Which I don't know which one. Yeah, they've been saying it's imminent for like 3 hours now. I don't know.
I couldn't spell imminent. I couldn't tell
which one I hate more between Texas and Texas A&M. But I sat back and I watched the whole game, start to finish. Victoria, my wife actually went to bed. She looked at me about 9:30. She's like, "You staying up for this whole game?" I said, "Yeah, I'm staying up for the whole game." And she goes, "Well, I'm going to sleep." Bye. Went to sleep.
Sick.
Which one do I not like? I don't know which one I don't like more. But at that moment, I disliked A&M more, and I think it's because I was at an LSU game. LSU had A&M at home this year, and we had the lead at halftime, and then A&M comes out. They score 3 touchdowns right off the bat, fucking blow our asses out at home in third quarter, right?
Blow our asses out.
Yeah, well, there was
blowing
more,
out, huh?
There was more context to that
motherfucker just blown out.
There was more context into that statement, which I said. And so at the moment, I think I just don't like A&M a little bit more. I think I need them to be humbled, you know? And so I was pulling for Texas. And it's not like every time Texas had something, I was just jumping up and down like I do for LSU.
For Survivor Series.
Because I also don't like Arch Manning. I'm not a fan. I think he's the most overrated player in college football. I've been saying that all year long. I've been saying that before the year. You can attest to this. My dad can attest to this. Many of other people can attest to this.
I can't.
Yes, you... Lies.
Dude, I think he should transfer to like Kentucky.
Point being that I had to root for either Dallas or Kansas City. I had to root for either Texas or Texas A&M. I had to root for either Michigan or Ohio State. Like,
are you actually gonna puke?
I gotta root for either Alabama or Auburn.
I gotta root.
Gross.
You want to see it?
Somebody help me here. But it's just one of those things where you got all this weekend of rivalries where you have to, if you're watching the game and your significant other or your buddy tell you, "Hey, who you pulling for in this game? Who you got in this game?" Like, you have to tell them a team. And it's like, I hate having to pick out of these teams because I don't like any of them. If I want to see teams fail, the order that I want to see teams fail goes something like this. A&M is probably number 1.
Okay.
Ohio State is probably 1B.
Number 1 in the country, yes.
Flip a coin for which I don't like. I highly dislike both of those teams, probably more than anyone. I'm not going to say I hate because I don't really hate anyone, but I
hate you. You told me you hated me earlier.
Yeah, well, you know, you tell me that all the time. Obviously, everybody on here knows that me and you best friends.
I hate whenever you do dad jokes because you think that they're hilarious. My dad is the exact same way, where he thinks that they are fucking hilarious.
They are hilarious.
Only hilarious when I say them.
Okay. Anyway. Texas A&M, Ohio State 1A, 1B. Flip a coin. Ohio State might be 1A that weekend. I don't know.
Right.
That's 1A, 1B.
2 has got to be Bama.
See, Bama's not even on my list of 5.
Which is crazy.
But people don't like.
Okay, people don't like Alabama because they had Saban and Saban left LSU and
LSU fans hate Alabama because Nick Saban went to the NFL first, which every coach would do given the opportunity.
Absolutely.
But what they fail to realize is that LSU, he wanted to come back in 2007. And LSU said, "No, we got Les Miles coming off a national championship with your team."
Understandable.
Understandable. We don't want you. And so he said, "Oh, okay. I'll go to Alabama and I'm going to build fucking 700 million national championship teams. And y'all are all going to hate me. In fact, in 2011, I'm going to let you beat me in the regular season off of field goals. And then when we meet each other again in a national championship, you won't cross the 50. And by the way, that's in your backyard in New Orleans.
Why are you yelling?
That happened?
Why are you yelling?
Because you get me excited and amped up about this kind of stuff. No, the problem is not Nick Saban. The problem is LSU fans fail to realize that Nick Saban wanted to come back to LSU, and LSU said no.
Yeah, and then but
that's the problem.
But then also you have, allegedly. So like, I say allegedly, but it's probably true. A bunch of inbreds in Alabama. Not trying to lose our Alabama audience that we fucking don't have. But I will say there's a shirt that was made, and I don't know, this was before AI was even a thing. It was a guy that was wearing a shirt, sleeves cut off, obviously, and it was a crimson shirt, and it said, "When I fuck my sister, I yell Roll Tide." So there you go, right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's true.
Well, allegedly true, right?
All right, so I just reported earlier we got some news about Lane Kiffin. It's not about his decision yet, but I reported earlier that at 3:00 today, him and the AD had their meeting.
Yeah.
It has come out that this is an Ole Miss news reporter. Lane Kiffin called a team meeting at 4 p.m. local time to inform Ole Miss players of his decision. So this would have been, what time are we at right now? It's 6:15 p.m., 6:16 p.m.
Is it a different time zone there?
No.
Same time zone in Oxford. Okay.
So it seems like they're waiting for after the game.
Game's over now.
Yeah, game. We are both hoping for.
I would assume within the next hour we're getting a decision from Lane Kiffin, and I really hope. And I told you this already. If he stays, I'm happy. If he stays at Ole Miss, I'm happy. If he goes to LSU, I'm even happier.
Yeah.
But I cannot fault this man for staying at Ole Miss because of what he's built there. And also, there was a tweet that got put out of what Lane Kiffin and the AD were doing. They were apparently doing a 1v1 on
what are they?
on the
what, Call of Duty?
Yeah, on Call of Duty.
Okay.
to see who gets. They were doing the tweet was Keith and Lane are doing a 1v1 on Rust, the map, the small map.
Yeah.
Quick scope to see who gets to win here, right? If Keith wins, Lane stays. If Lane wins, Lane goes. That was what the meeting was about, apparently. Another thing, though, Lane Kiffin's dog has a Twitter account.
Yeah, that's run by Lane Kiffin, and he posted a picture of the Mercedes-Benz Georgia Dome and said, "Are dogs allowed here?"
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that. So that's what I was about to. He said, "I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, but I am wondering if dogs are allowed here." Even though the Georgia Bulldogs.
This guy, Stan Verrett, said Lane Kiffin watching LSU versus Oklahoma, like, y'all keep getting me those interceptions, and I'll take care of the rest. That's some good shit.
Yeah,
right
dude.
there.
Look, Frank.
Welcome to college football.
Yeah, if Frank Wilson, he hasn't succeeded anywhere he's been. He's been a head coach at other places and has not succeeded. Yes, great interim coach, great hometown guy, understands the culture, but running a screen, then running up the middle, then running another screen, and then punting is not the way to win fucking football games.
Look, here's the thing. I like Frank Wilson. I think he's a great recruiter. I think he's a great assistant coach. But here's the thing. There are coaches out there, okay, that are meant to be assistant coaches. And there are coaches out there that are meant to be head coaches.
Yeah.
AKA the number one team in the country.
AKA stands for also known as.
Yeah. AKA the number one team in the country is who?
Ohio State.
Do you know who their defensive coordinator is?
Yes. Matt Patricia.
Yes. Then Matt Patricia was
I love that move, first of all.
But he was known as what with the Patriots and all those Super Bowls?
The defensive coordinator.
The best defensive coordinator in the country.
I love the backwards hat with the pencil. My favorite.
But then what happened?
He became a head coach.
He became a head coach of
for
the Lions.
Lions. Yes.
Got fired within, 3 years?
Maybe.
Because he wasn't a good head coach.
Yep.
And now, for I don't know how long he's been there. I think this is year 2 that he's been at, or year 3 that he's been at Ohio State. I think it's year 2. But you've led the number 1 team in the country to coming off of a national championship and still the number 1 team in the country. Like, there are some guys that are just meant to be assistant coaches. And this is no knock on Frank Wilson because I think he's a great recruiter. He can recruit all the talent you want at running back. We have seen it for years and years and years. He's just like Corey Raymond, right? The defensive back coach for LSU. Mm-hmm. He can recruit the best defensive backs and coach the best defensive back. But sometimes guys are just meant to be assistant coaches, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being an assistant coach. You know, it's just like We Are Marshall, the movie with Matthew McConaughey in it. He goes up to the coach who didn't get on the plane that day, and he decided to drive, and he was like, you know what? It's okay to be the assistant. I know they offered you the head coaching job. I want to offer you a better job, the assistant. And he said, like, how is that the better job? He said, well, same pay. He said, but less recruiting, less responsibility, less this, less that. Like, it's okay to be an assistant coach and that be what you're known for. You know what? I'd rather go around being known as the best first base coach in the country than being known as a terrible head coach, manager, right? If you're in MLB language.
Well, I think if you want to put it in MLB language, you got to go hitting coach or pitching coach.
Either way.
Right.
I'd rather be the best at what I'm doing than be a bad at something else.
Right.
You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no, you don't half-ass one thing. You don't half-ass everything. You whole-ass one thing.
Exactly.
Right.
That's just it, dude. Take a guy like in Boston, Andrew Bailey, known as one of the best pitching coaches in Major League Baseball. Andrew Bailey is phenomenal. He isn't interviewing for head coach's jobs.
No.
And he probably will get that opportunity within the next 2 years, I'm sure. But it's okay to be the best at what you're doing, even though it's not the head coach or the managerial. If you're in MLB or whatever, you don't have to be the top dog on the food chain. You can be number 2 in line or number 3 in line. You can have the title of, like Frank Wilson, running backs coach and interim head coach. You can have that. That's okay. Like, be great at what you're great at.
Who's the next MLB manager to retire? I'm thinking it's so Bochy's. Has Bochy retired yet?
No, he's going to be. So we talked about that. He's going to be like the special assistant to Tony V and Buster Posey.
Okay,
in
all
San
right.
Fran.
So Bruce Bochy has not retired yet, but he's not a manager anymore,
correct.
right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So who's the next? I have a person in mind. I just cannot fucking think of their name right now. Boone's not retiring. Oh, Terry Francona. You think he's next?
No, I think Brian Snitker's next.
To retire?
Yeah, the former Brian Snicker was with Atlanta for all these years.
He's older?
I hate to say they fired him, but they did relieve him of his duties for Walt Weiss.
Okay.
And so I'd say Brian Snicker is next.
To retire?
Yeah, to retire. He is Brian Snicker.
Snickerdoodle?
He's 70 years old. And this game is getting younger.
It is. You see, like Vogelback. Like Vogelback's 40? The Mets hired fucking Carlos Beltran before he got fucking.
Yeah, he'll come back into the game too. I don't see Snit, and look, Snit's great, but he's not going to get another managerial job.
Well, like Kurt Suzuki too. Kurt Suzuki's a young guy.
Yeah,
like
he is. This game.
He had quite a long career, I guess. But he's got to be 40.
Walt Weiss.
Walter White, like Breaking Bad, like the meth dealer.
Weiss. Walt is 62, so you get 8 years younger. Who you said, Kurt Suzuki? How old do you think he is?
I think he's like 40, 42.
Suzuki. I would say Kurt's probably 47-ish. Let's see.
You think he's that old?
Yeah, Kurt.
Because he caught till he was, 38 or some shit?
42. Oh, boy.
Fuck it. I'm good, dude.
Good job, bud.
I'm fucking good.
But
I do want to
look. This game's getting younger. I mean,
yeah, no, for sure.
The who was it? The Nats just hired the guy that from the Rays organization, 33 years old. Like, the game's getting younger.
Like manager of the year in the minors,
A ball.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah.
He's got 4 straight like A-ball championships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I want to read a series of texts about LSU football.
All right.
That I've forgotten.
Let's go.
It's a group text. One guy said, I hate to say it, but now I see why they started a hurt Nussmeier. Mm-hmm. This dude is awful. And then after that last play, another text got sent. Says, that was a car battery to the sack. And then another friend said, I formation against one of the best defenses in the country, and you have the worst O-line, and that's the play you draw up?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a hard watch. We'll do great in the Pop-Tart Bowl, and we'll figure it out.
Here's my take for the Pop-Tart Bowl. I'm a very critical LSU fan, except baseball.
Right.
I believe in LSU baseball. I believe in Jay Johnson.
We believe in Joe Henry.
A bunch of my friends, we've talked about it.
Right.
Here's the thing about LSU football. You will never hear me say LSU is going to lose a game. Never. Not in baseball, not in football. I am a true diehard purple and gold. We can be 0-11 facing Ohio State 11-0 and Ohio State when it's negative like 4 degrees up there, and LSU's never seen that before. LSU's going to win.
I wouldn't say they would win, but I'd say, hey, you got a chance here.
No, you will not catch me ever saying, I might tweet it, I might Facebook it, but saying
this is a stupid motherfucker here
that LSU is going to lose. I believe in LSU to the day that I die. I went to Nichols. I didn't even go to LSU.
I know.
I went to Nichols. I went to BRCC. Like, I didn't go to LSU.
Baton Rouge Country Club, yes.
I am a diehard bleed purple and gold kind of guy. I love it. I love the Tigers.
That's just how we grew up.
I love being on the high of highs. I love being on the low of lows.
I think we were some of the only fans that paid to watch a game because Tiger Vision.
Yeah, Tiger Vision.
You remember Tiger Vision?
Yeah.
They had certain games that would be on ESPN Plus now, right? And none of LSU's games are on ESPN Plus anymore.
You don't even have to go that far. I know people that are diehard of diehard. They watch every game, pitch to pitch, snap to snap, basketball included, men's and women's. They watch every single thing.
Shout out to Uncle Bart for keeping the women's basketball team afloat because he fucking goes to every game.
However, those same people didn't, and I did, and you and me got the benefit because of this show that we run, paid for when LSU was in Houston last year.
Yes.
And we got to watch the games if you chose to watch. I think you were working, actually, so you might not have been able to watch them. But I got to watch. I think you got to watch one. You got to watch one because it was a 4-game set. So you got to watch one early. You tuned in whenever you could, whenever you were working.
It's in Jacksonville this year.
But
we got family there.
Didn't watch those. Didn't pay for them. Listen to them on the radio kind of deal. Yeah, I see what you're getting to.
We got family there.
But, dude, you won't catch me saying LSU's going to lose. I don't care the circumstance. Call me brainwashed by LSU. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
I am a true LSU fan through and through. Ask me history and data. I don't fucking know. Guess what I care about? The next fucking play. That's what I care about. Because I got a coach's mindset. All I care about is the next thing. Like, I don't care about what LSU did in the greatest season ever in 2019. I can't tell you them stats, but I damn sure know that if you go look at them stats in 2019, that's the greatest football team of all time.
Yeah, for sure.
But ask me what they did with Jaden Daniels. I don't know. We probably led fucking offensive stats and everything. I don't damn know, but our defense was horrible. Ask me what they did.
Jaden Daniels was...
Ask me what they did in 2004 with them Nick Saban national championships teams. Hell if I fucking know. I just know that we won. I was 10 at the time. You know what I mean? I can't give you all the historical data that some of these philanthropists can give you that are our age that can go all the way back to like 1940 and tell you the history of LSU football. Yeah. I can't do that. I won't do that. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I care about what's next.
I will say,
for me, what's next is you asking me, hey, is LSU, how you feel about LSU? They're going to win. They're going to win. Plain and simple. Men's basketball, off to a great start this year.
Thank God.
But you know what? Ain't played nobody.
Right. Correct.
But guess what? LSU men's basketball. Go win next game. They're going to play number 2 Duke or whatever fucking Duke's ranked. They're going to win.
The women's basketball team scored 100 points in 7 straight games. First college women's basketball team to ever fucking do that.
We beat a Southeastern team, and Southeastern was 1-0 at the time. So game 2 for Southeastern.
They were undefeated.
We beat them by 84.
They were undefeated.
Yeah.
Right, wasn't it fucking like 40-something to 6 at halftime or some shit? Like it was.
No, it was 60. Like it was 67 to like 9 or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, it was stupid. But point being, you're not going to catch me saying LSU's going to lose. Like it's just not going to happen. I mean, I am a die-hard purple and gold guy. That's it. As you can see, I got it on right now. You got it on. Like,
yeah.
Are you ever going to? Somebody walks up to you tomorrow, Rob, LSU's playing so-and-so in the bowl game. How you feel about it? You going to say they're going to lose? They're going to say they're going to win. I like what they saw versus Oklahoma. They're going to win.
I like our chances in a bowl game because the bowl game that we're playing in, no good team is going to be in. We're going to dust the fuck out of whoever plays in that bowl game. Dude, the Pop-Tart Bowl is going to be awesome. I did so bad in my dynasty one year, like one season with the guys I play with, the football on NCAA, on college football 26 or whatever. I did so bad one year because I had fucking Miami, and I just didn't. I was busy. Shut up. I was busy. And so they just kind of sim my games, and I was fucking 7-6. And I played in the Pop-Tart Bowl. There's a dude in a Pop-Tart costume that comes out. But we're going to end up fucking playing the School for the Deaf and the Blind, and we're going to end up steamrolling them. And be like, oh my God, Van Buren looks so good. They might even let fucking what's his name?
No, Nuss is gonna play, bro.
No, not Ness. Not Nuss.
Not Nuss?
No, not Nuss.
Tigers building Ness and
Jawan Johnson.
Oh God. No.
They'll let him be quarterback that game. And we'll still beat him by fucking 30.
Hey, if it means that he's not gonna be at running back, we're not gonna have a converted quarterback at running back, I'm all in for it.
I don't get it, dude. I don't. Now, okay, question. Kiffin comes to LSU. Does Bryce Underwood flipping? Bryce Underwood comes back to...
I hope not. I don't want that motherfucker.
I don't want him either.
Damn thing.
Does Trinidad get one more... So he's
Trinidad can come anytime he wants to LSU.
But he has to apply for one more year eligibility.
Here's why. Let me just tell you why I don't want Bryce Underwood. In the biggest game of Bryce Underwood's very young freshman career,
he's a freshman that's 6'5",
but he's getting paid how much?
$10 million
and a half. 10 and a half.
$10 million and a half.
Yeah, 10 and a half mil. All right,
that's fucking Dave's fault, dude.
In his own stadium,
okay,
goes 8 for 18, 63 passing yards, 0 tutties and a pick. Fuck that guy. That was the best thing that's ever happened to LSU was him not committing that. I do not want him on. I don't want to see him in a purple and gold college football jersey ever. Ever.
Now, if he goes to the Vikings,
fuck that guy. That's why I said college.
Okay. You're okay with if he pulls a J.J. McCarthy.
What J.J. McCarthy is.
Exactly.
He's ass cheeks.
Well, J.J. McCarthy, they should have known that. All he did was hand the fucking ball off.
All he did was hand the ball off. Yes.
Some. I think I told you this already. I met a UFC fighter last night.
Yep.
And when they say whenever you meet somebody, and you're like, oh my God, that guy fights.
Yep.
Because you just look at his ears.
Sure.
Cauliflower ear like a motherfucker.
Yeah. 100%.
Shout out to AJ Fletcher, dude. He graduated with my wife. Didn't know that one. I think she had kind of mentioned it a couple times, but I don't listen to her. But still, it was pretty cool. I sat there and talked to him. They're actually buying a house down the road from us. I did invite him to the to next weekend.
Solid.
I did. I doubt he comes. But next weekend, we'll be doing a round table podcast outside, probably on the patio.
No, not probably.
Yes, we are doing a round table podcast with the boys. We have Bradley coming back. Aiden's stupid ass is going to be here.
We're going to play golf first.
Well, yeah, okay, that's Friday though.
Yeah,
we're talking about maybe Saturday morning.
Oh,
or if we can get everyone here Saturday night or Friday night, then yes. But Zach will be back. Zach was on here whenever you were going on your honeymoon. Dakota will be here.
Is he coming? Zach's coming?
He said he should be back in time.
Good. I want to meet Zach. Y'all had a great episode. That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I watched it.
He's very knowledgeable. He's big Braves guy. Him and Bradley both.
Yeah, I watched it. I talked about it
a
little bit. That next episode I had with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have
fantastic.
We'll have all the boys will be here. Don't know how we're gonna separate 3 mics, but we're gonna figure the fuck out.
Yeah, we're gonna put 2 men on 3 mics. 2, 2, and 2.
I've seen that movie before.
Oh, that's a movie?
Yeah.
All right.
2 men on 3 mics.
All right, Coach.
Yeah, let's actually talk baseball because we're almost 40 minutes in.
Let's get into some baseball stuff. And some baseball stuff says that we'll start with our Red Sox first. Look, Red Sox make a big trade. You get Sonny Gray. I'm kind of iffy about it. He's going to be 36 at the start of the season. His fastball sits at 91, 92.
You get a clubhouse presence.
It's hard.
That's all you get.
It's hard to get a guy at 91, 92 that's really like a game changer. You know what I mean? I love the trade for the Sox. You really didn't give up much in this trade, in my opinion.
You shouldn't have.
You gave up a guy really in Richard Fitz, who we like. We like old Dick Fitz.
Old Dick Fitz. I think that's the only reason we liked him, though, is because of his fucking name.
But here's the thing about old Dick Fitz is that he threw to a 5+ ERA this year.
Which, like I said, I think it's the only thing we liked about him was his name.
I think the real get in this was the Cardinals getting Brandon Clark. He was a 5th-round draft pick, 2024. This is a guy that is hundos with the fastball. He's a starter.
Okay.
Hundos with the from the left side at that.
Nice.
Hundos with the
movement,
fastball.
Probably.
With movement.
What's
got an
crazy to me is all lefties have movement.
Yeah.
Why don't righties have fucking movement?
It's all taught different, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's all taught different. I didn't learn until my junior year of high school, hey, don't throw a 4-seam to a lefty. Throw a 2-seam because it runs away.
Right.
And so,
your junior year of high school?
Yeah. Dude, that's when I
thought
developed.
that as like a freshman at least.
Bro, no. So my junior year of high school, we had a coaching change. Coach came in. He was like, hey, what's your best pitch? And I was like,
Buzzy was the next coach, right?
No.
Who came in after Grinfield?
I don't know if we can say names
okay.
live. Let me send it to you real quick. Hold
on. Okay. I know he's the coach there now, and you play with him. He's well deserving. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he came in and was like,
Two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So obviously,
former coach at.
I hate talking about myself, but obviously, being who I was at the time.
Yeah, Jace was. He doesn't like to talk about himself. I will talk about him. Jace was a fucking dog. He was a beast. He was a little arrogant. Okay,
no, I will say I was very
arrogant. Which
on the baseball field.
He learned it. He learned it. It was a learned behavior.
At least give me that on the baseball field.
On the baseball, well,
outside, I was a different guy.
He walks around with his chest puffed out to this day, so it's fine. It's he right there. He just puffed his chest out.
Jesus.
If you're watching on YouTube, he puffed his chest out.
No, I didn't roll my eyes. I rolled my neck.
Which made you what? Puff your chest out.
Roll my neck.
Puff your chest out.
I actually sucked in at the time, hoping that it wouldn't.
You sucked in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep on sucking, bud.
Well, anyway, so he came in and he was like,
I fucking hate every single time I need a beer. You're talking.
He's like, well, I need one too.
Okay.
He's like, where you at? What you thinking? Go through your pitching with me, this, that, and the other. What do you feel comfortable with when it's 2-0, when it's 0-2? Like, what pitch can you go to? And so,
they asked y'all that?
Oh, yeah.
We were just, they just told us.
Oh, no.
Whatever you feel, bud.
No. It was a very feel game. I mean, look. Baseball is a feel game as much as it's coached, right? Like you got like there were multiple times you've coached with me. I'm sure you did it on your own too when you coached for those 3 years on your own. It's like, hey, whatever, I'm not calling a pitch here. You shake off whatever you feel confident with. Which is the way
we had one guy. We had one guy that we were confident in enough to where we were like, all right, call your game, like, and we got with our catcher, and our catcher he moved to Texas. I need to text his dad and see how he's doing. But he ended up moving to Texas after his 12-year-old year. Dude, and he was when we got him, we just needed an 11th guy to fill the team.
Yeah.
And he tried out for us, raw talent, like very, very raw. And it was like he kind of jumped when he swung the bat. Like his back foot jumped off the ground, and we were like, we can work with this. Like he has decent swing mechanics, and we can deal with it. Here's my pussy, everybody.
Jesus.
But dude, it was from the time we got him, which was at 11. Then we got him at 11. At 12, this dude, I shit you not, could compete with any catcher in the state. And we played AA, right? So we weren't the best,
right,
for sure. But we won a tournament. We were good enough to compete in AA. We could not have competed in AAA. I had some kids on my team that could have easily.
Well,
I have some kids that did. I have some kids because I'd stopped after the 12-year-old year. Well, the 13 and 14-year-old year, I keep getting, keep seeing clips and this and that of one of my guys that he was playing on a 16U. At 14, he was playing on a 16U showcase team. And I was like, I kept thinking, I can't believe I held that kid back.
Yeah.
That was my issue. But, obviously you don't want to cut the kid. You almost want to cut everybody else.
Right.
But you can't.
No, you can't.
You can. I can't.
No, I didn't do that, dude. I was 1 or 2 players a year. I didn't just cut people to cut people. Because, dude, I do fully believe in when you build that.
You keep a core.
Yeah.
You got to keep a core group together.
Exactly. And when that core meshes and you're a good team, you just roll with it, bro. It don't matter.
Sorry, Izzy.
Anything else, that shit doesn't matter. But no, dude, look, it was one of those things where coach came in. We had multiple conversations about it. What do you like throwing? What's your best pitch? What's this? What's that? And for me at the time, it was a slider. I was
dialed.
I was a 4 to 5 pitch mix if you include the 2-seam. 4-seam, 2-seam.
If you include 2-seam, I'm 5.
Curveball, changeup, slider.
That's
mix.
Exactly what I threw.
It was a great mix of pitching.
Barely threw changeup, could not control it.
And Coach Jackson was like, "What do you feel most confident with? This, that, and the other." And I was like, "Oh, slider, easily. If I'm gonna throw one, I want to throw a slider 0-0, 2-0, 0-2. That's the go-to." And he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna change all that." And I was like, "Okay, what does that mean?"
Right.
And he goes, "Let me see your changeup." And so I gripped it. Do we have a baseball in here? Well, no, that's in your case. But I gripped it like a normal, like a normal kid. I threw a circle change, fingers all the way around the ball.
Okay.
And Coach looked at me and he goes, "Put your pinky on top of the baseball." So, on top of the baseball? What does that mean? And he's like, "Put it up here." And so I went from a full-on, true circle in the middle of my 2 fingers all the way around the ball to this here. I went to a very small circle because my thumb had to have all the grip now.
Okay.
And my 3 fingers on top of the baseball.
You have bigger hands than me?
I don't know.
I could never throw a true circle change because of my hands are too small.
So, yeah, I don't know. I have very strong fingers. You know what I mean? I don't have big hands. My hands are not big. My fingers are not long, but my fingers are strong. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
I went here, on changeup and let everything run off my pinky finger. See, a lot of people let everything run off their ring finger,
right,
or opposite ring finger.
Right.
I let everything run off my pinky finger,
which is disgusting.
And so when he made me grip this, he was like, I'm gonna hit it out of your hand. And multiple times, like, the ball just fell out of my hand. He's like, get comfortable with this grip because I promise you it's going to change everything. Like that, changeup became my best grip, my best pitch.
Night and day.
Dude, I would throw that anytime, and it looked like a four-seamer coming out of my hand. And he was like, all right, like, how do you feel about your fastball? I said, anytime, any place, I'll throw it. I'll hit a spot, whatever you want me to do. He goes, yeah, that's your four-seam, right? I was like, yeah, it's four-seam. He goes, all right, two-seam it. And I was like, how often? Like, you want me to run it into righties and run it away from lefties? Like, how often you want me to do it? He said, every time a lefty steps in the box, you throw a two-seam.
We got a comment on we got a comment on YouTube, or we got a in the chat.
Okay,
Mr. Gabe Burke.
All right.
Why the fuck does Auburn not change the name to the darn Eagles? Worship that thing worse than A&M's mutt they have for a dog.
Petition it. Send in a request form.
You gotta do what you gotta do, Gabe. Love me some Gaby. I wish he was coming. in. I need to call him.
Gabe, you're listening.
Well, he was. I don't think he is now, but he was in.
Well, either way. So anyway, how far in are we in on this?
48 minutes.
48?
46. My eyes are back.
Okay, I was about to say I got 46 on my end. All right, Coach, let's talk about some stuff MLB wise because we do have some things to get to. Let's start with what started off the weekend. The Thanksgiving weekend was the trade. Our Red Sox get potential number 2, this is not the potential number 2 that we wanted, but you get potential number 2, Sonny Gray. All right, and look, underlying numbers, underlying metrics say
12-6 is nasty, but other than that, he's hittable.
He's very hittable. His fastball was hit at like a 370 batting average.
I don't think he's a
year.
potential number 2. I think he's a 4 or 5.
I think he's a 3 at best.
I think he could be a 3. If he takes a little thing that's illegal, but yes.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not going to say that much. I think he's a 3 at best. I mean, look, here's the thing. He threw to a four-seam fastball at 370 batting average last year. That's not good. Okay.
No, it's 370.
And look, he sits at 91 to 92. He can touch up to 94, 95, but it's very rare he gets up to that 95. Now he's going to be 37 or 36 at the start of the year. We got a team option. They've kind of skewed the numbers a little bit. This was going to be a $35 million deal where the Cardinals were going to pay $20 million. The Red Sox would pay $15 million, which is what I texted you immediately. You have to get at least $20 million in this deal. They kind of skewed the numbers a little bit. They reworked the deal to where the Red Sox are on the hook for $21 million now.
Yeah.
So Sonny Gray's going to make $41 million this year. And look, it's not all bad. Okay, I don't want to say it's all bad. This guy's 2 years removed from being second in the Cy Young voting. Like it's not the worst thing in the world. This is a guy who has posted over 200 strikeouts for multiple years in a row. Like, you know, it's not that it's a bad deal. It's the fact that this is not if they don't get a Joe Ryan or a Sandy Alcantara or somebody like that is a true number 2, with the Brewers, Freddie Peralta, that's a true 1 or 2, which Craig Breslow has been saying all year, like, hey, look, we want another 1 or 2 that's going to back up Garrett Crochet. Like, if you're not getting that, then you kind of have some. I don't think Sonny Gray's that number 2. But look, here's the thing about it, okay? There aren't many pitchers out there besides probably a Freddie Peralta, because let's just be honest about it. Tariq Skubal is going to cost you your entire farm system. As good as it is, he's going to cost you your entire farm system at $12 million.
He's a
Paul Skeens is not getting traded. Okay,
No.
for all the Skeens stands out there that think he's not going anywhere, Freddie Peralta will probably cost you the least amount of prospects, but an $8 million deal. Okay, so you got a Skeens that's not getting moved. You would have to move. I mean, Earth, Wind, and Fire, the band would have to come out of retirement to get fucking Skeens.
I think he's more of a Nickelback guy.
Yeah, I mean, look, Skeens is not getting moved, so let's just take his name out of this conversation. Freddie Peralta at $8 million on a one-year deal will net you a lot of prospects, but $8 million, and it's 1 year. Tariq Skubal, $12 million for 1 year, is going to net you your entire farm system because he's a two-time reigning, defending Cy Young champion at this current moment.
Shout out to Paul Heyman.
He's going to net you your entire farm system. So who can you get? You take away a Skeens, Freddie Peralta at $8 million, and Tariq Skubal at $12 million. Who on the market is better than those guys at a $21 million deal? Because this deal got all kinds of numbers in it. You really got to look at the details, but essentially they converted this number into that number. They changed the deal up a little bit from a certain $1 million buyout to a new $1 million buyout for next year. And essentially what's going to happen is Sonny Gray is going to get paid $41 million this year, and the Sox are going to be on the hook for $21 million of that because the Cardinals are sending over $20 million. So the question is, as a number 2 or potential number 3 starter in your rotation, who is better at $21 million a year that's available? That's not going to cost you everything. And frankly, the question is no one. Look, I don't really like this trade. I don't. Me and Coach Rob are Red Sox fans.
Yeah.
I think that you and I are both on the same page. We don't love this trade, but we don't mind the trade because it costs you essentially nothing. You got a guy with a 5+ ERA in Richard Fitz.
Dick Fitz.
Yep. 5+ ERA last year in his first year in big league action. And you cost another guy in Brandon Clark, who's your 2024 5th-round pick, throws a honey, got wipeout slider stuff, but also led all of minor leagues in walk rate as a starting pitcher. Like, it's not the worst trade. It's not the best trade. It shores up your rotation. This is a guy for the last 5 years that's thrown over 200 innings. Not 200 innings. There ain't many of those guys, though. You know what I mean? What you laughing at, Coach? What happened?
I'm just trying to keep up with the Lane Kiffin news, and I'm sorry about it.
What happened? No, tell me.
I'm on our Twitter account.
Okay.
And I just typed in Lane Kiffin announcement, and I'm just trying to trend it, right? The top 3 hours ago, it's official. Lane Kiffin's decision has been made.
Yeah.
It's not Ole Miss. It's not LSU. Lane Kiffin will hang up the headset and become a full-time yoga instructor and part-time social media influencer.
I'm hanging up the headset, too.
You gonna pee?
No, I'm going to piss.
Okay.
Been drinking.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, it's just
Talk about it.
a bunch of people waiting for the Lane Kiffin announcement. We are too. It's just, if you've seen the Lane Kiffin ESPN, I think it's E60, it's the Lane Kiffin documentary on ESPN Plus. If you've seen it, you know how well he's been doing as a person since he's left FAU and came to Ole Miss. He quit drinking. We haven't. He's moved his family, his ex-wife included, to Oxford, and he's ended up like kind of rekindling, with his family. He's more of a family man now. He does hot yoga every fucking day. Like, I'm waiting on the Wolf of Wall Street moment where he comes to the media and he hits the fucking mic on his head and he goes, "I'm not fucking leaving." I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on the Wolf of Wall Street moment. I'm waiting on that.
I'm not fucking leaving.
At this point, dude, but also you wouldn't. if you've listened to his post-game interview yesterday, on the field, he credited all the players, the assistant coaches, and everything. Like he didn't, like he's. It sounded like a guy that's leaving. Florida's out. Florida's going to hire Summerall. They're going to try the fucking Sunbelt Billy experience again, and see what the fuck happens. But
all right, so here's my official prediction on all that stuff. It is currently Saturday, November 29th, 6:55. Lane Kiffin has not made his announcement.
No, he hasn't.
Here's my prediction. I texted this to my buddy at 4:08 p.m. earlier today. I said, here's my final prediction. Lane goes to LSU. Summerall goes to Ole Miss. Dillingham from Arizona State goes to Florida.
That's an interesting take.
Kelly and DeBoer stays at Alabama regardless of this game.
I don't know why that's even a thought.
Regardless of this game. And I said leaving Penn State to settle for someone that no one can currently guess, and in parentheses. But I will say Mario Cristobal from Miami.
Really?
Also, keep an eye on Lincoln Riley from USC. That is my final prediction.
I like the Lincoln Riley pick, but then also the Cristobal pick has me wondering because Cristobal has what's his fuck from the alien looking fuck.
The QB?
Yeah, Carson Beck. And he's gone after this year.
Yeah, he's gone. He's going to the NFL.
So to me, you say fuck it, and you leave Miami after Carson Beck leaves because you ain't got shit else.
Yeah, I mean, look, you leave the ACC and go join the Big Ten.
Right. It's not easier to win there, but
it's not easier to win anywhere. I mean, look, Virginia Tech just got.
There's going to be one ACC team in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
There's going to be one ACC team.
Yeah, it's going to be Miami, who Mario Cristobal coaches.
Well, it's honestly, it's going to be whoever wins the ACC championship.
That's true. Yeah.
That's who it's going to be. It's going to be whoever wins the ACC championship. I think Miami has fucking 3 losses already.
I mean, honestly,
a 3-loss team is not getting it.
Who's in the ACC championship? Because it's Miami.
It's not North Carolina.
No.
It's not Virginia Tech. It's not West Virginia's in the Mountain West. It's not Virginia. Clemson? No, it's not Clemson. Fuck no,
if Virginia beats Virginia Tech, they're in.
Okay. And then who else?
I think it's Miami.
You think?
I think. This was 42 minutes ago. It's not very clear.
I'm just going to keep it and fucking refresh on this Lane Kiffin shit.
I know, dude. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just going to go latest here. 2 minutes ago, Lane Kiffin dragging this announcement out longer than an overhyped 4-star high school basketball player from Oklahoma. He should take his talents to South Beach with Betty White doing the shimmy. I really want to see Lane Kiffin announcement going to LSU, but in the middle of the Iron Bowl, Alabama and Auburn broadcast like the Kool-Aid man.
All right, so Virginia has to win and they're in.
Okay.
If SMU wins tonight versus Cal, they're in, and that's your 2 ACC champions.
SMU made the playoffs last year, didn't they?
Did they?
Was it SMU? It was SMU and Boise State that were like the holy shit. SMU was like the 12 seed last year, I believe. Or Boise was. I thought SMU made the playoffs last year. I don't know.
So Miami needs some help to get there. But anyway, all right, Coach, back to...
Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep fucking derailing this shit, but...
Yeah, back to it. So Sonny Gray essentially comes to the Red Sox on a 1-year, $21 million deal with a club option of some amount. I don't know. Ken Rosenthal didn't really do a good job announcing this one.
Yeah, fuck you, Ken Rosenthal.
Yeah, he'll get paid. He'll get paid, and he's got a $10 million buyout, or the Red Sox can make an option for about $30 million next year, which won't happen. So Red Sox got their number 3 as we think right now. They've been saying they need a number 2. If your 1, 2, 3 is Crochet, Sonny Gray, and Bayo.
No,
we got some question marks.
You need somebody else.
You got some more things to do. However, speaking of a number 3 or a number 2 or even an ace, Coach, I don't know if you've seen TikTok. I put out a video the other day. Which, by
I'm
the way,
on TikTok, yes. But have I seen the video you put out? No.
Which, by the way,
where you explained your haircut and all?
Yeah, the Dylan Cease one, whenever they signed that. That was that took place about 10 minutes before my cousin's surprise birthday party. So I had to walk out the door.
Yeah.
And I had to go make a video real quick. And I made sure not to post it until, like, she walked in the door.
Right.
As they pulled up, I saw her walking to the door, and I hit post real fast, and then she walked in and was like, surprise! So, yeah, I couldn't give it away because we were at their house. But, look, it's one of those.
Do I know this person?
Kristen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was
nice
her.
Invite, Jesse. Dickhead.
Hey, look, we had about 60 people there and
Yeah.
70 people there. I knew 10.
Yeah, well, you could have known 11.
Well, but anyway, the Jays, man. The Blue Jays
the
make
Blue
a big
Jays
deal.
signed, and they needed it. They needed pitching because they got Savage, young guy, right? Cease, young guy. Like they needed. Gosman's 36 now. He's older. Is he older than Nola?
Yeah. Nola's like 33.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Look that up.
Okay.
Because I don't think that's right. I thought that they played on the same team at LSU.
32. June 4th, 1993.
I am wrong. Okay.
Is what Aaron Nola is. Let's see. You got Gosman in front of you?
Yeah. No, I don't.
Oh.
I have me in front of me.
Okay.
No, but I thought
Gosman's 34.
Oh.
He's turning 35 before the beginning of the year.
Okay, so they might have played on the same team. They might have played on the same team. Anyway, but no, this is a very good move by the Blue Jays. It's much needed.
It's a great move.
Much needed. Because with their team, as long as they retain everybody else, which they should, besides Bichette.
I'm about to say the only question mark is Bo Bichette.
Yeah, Bo Bichette, I think, is the only one that's gone.
And you're hoping for a big bounce back season from Anthony Santander. Remember, he missed a lot of this year. He didn't have a great season. He's coming off of Baltimore where he hit, 40-some-odd homers 2 years ago, and Baltimore signed with Blue Jays last year on that big 5-year, 90-some-odd million, and didn't really do much. So, yeah.
Right.
You're hoping for a big bounce back from him.
Yeah, no, and if you get him back, that's a switch hitter in your lineup that can put 30, 35 on a board.
Right.
I mean, that's a hell of a pickup.
Yep.
You just added to your defense right there. And love the signing.
Offense, not defense.
No. I'm talking about the Cease.
Oh, Cease.
Yes. That's 6-7 strikeouts a game. That's shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna do it.
No.
You did it. I didn't.
Fucking turds.
Dude, that is the line.
Replace the U with a A.
Anyway.
Yeah. But no, it's a great pickup for the Blue Jays. They needed this for sure. They 100% needed it. And I think with this pickup as well, I think that they get a lead in the division more faster than they did this past season.
Look, man, here's the thing about it. Like, a lot of people are talking shit. Oh, he overpaid. They overpaid this. They overpaid that.
They fucking had to.
Maybe they did. But you know what? The people that are saying that are only looking at this 3-letter out there. There's 3 letters that's out there. And it's E, R, and A. That's all they're looking at. Okay? And yes, did you have to count those letters? No.
Is that why you hesitated?
I was trying to figure out how to say it correctly, but nothing came to mind in that. Yeah, I don't know. Well, he threw to a 4.55 ERA, which, sure, by the numbers, looks awful. That's not good.
But look what division he played in.
That's not a $210 million deal, almost 7 years. I get it. I got it 100%.
Look where he played. He had to face the fucking Dodgers.
However, this is a guy. Number 1, strikeouts per 9. Number 3 in strikeout rate. Number 16 in fielder independent percentage, FIP.
Is this all MLB?
Yes.
Or, okay. Didn't know if it was
pitchers.
just NL.
No, it's pitchers.
Well, I didn't know if it was just NL, like pitchers.
No. All of Major League Baseball pitchers.
Got it.
Number 13 out of 50 or 60 some odd players in Sierra and xERA. And if you don't know what these two things mean, let me just break it down.
No one fucking knows what they mean because they're not real fucking stats.
Well, they shouldn't be. Sierra is a thing that
Sierra's a GMC. Keep going.
No, it's only
these stats are fucking stupid.
No,
dude, he's a dog. We can both admit he's a fucking dog.
Okay, I won't explain what they are then. That's fine.
Explain. No. Explain them.
Well,
give me a beer first, but explain them.
I need one too, so I'll give me one too. How about that? Cash me outside.
Go ahead and say it. I'm not getting you one because you want one. I'm getting you one because I need one as well.
How about that?
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Anyway, so Sierra,
Miss Bergoli.
Yeah. Sierra means, this is what it stands for: skill, interactive, earn run average. Okay? It's an advanced pitching statistic. That is mine, thank you. That estimates a pitcher's true value skill level by accounting for factors beyond traditional statistics like strikeouts, walks, and home runs. Unlike other metrics, Sierra also considers the quality of contact a pitcher allows, such as ground balls versus line drives, and adjusts for parse factor, I agree, and the run environment. So you want the lower number here. All right. This is out of 60 plus players. This is a guy that ranked 13th.
I want to not shit myself as an adult.
Well, you should.
But it happened.
Yeah.
At your bachelor party. So.
I wasn't going to call you out on it, but yes.
I called myself.
That's fact.
I called myself out on it so you didn't have to.
Yeah. Well, and look, here's the other thing. The xERA.
Not a fucking stat.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. But it's based off
But yet you talk about it.
Yeah. Well, because people only look at ERA. They look at wins, losses, and ERA.
That's all they should fucking look at.
No, it's not, because you could just get unlucky sometimes. Your defense can be shit. You can play
if your defense is shit, it doesn't count towards your ERA. It's not an earned run.
You can play at a stadium like Yankee Stadium where the right field foul line is 205 feet away. That's not accurate, by the way. It's 205 feet away from you when the rest of MLB is 340.
Listen to me. This guy's a fucking winner.
Yes, he is. That's what
the Blue Jays signed him.
You can't look at just those two numbers. You can't. You can't look at wins, loss, ERA.
You're not looking at fucking Sierra.
Yes, you are.
No. That's if it's a Denali, sure. Like, you're going to look at it.
You think an MLB team in the age of analytics that we're in right now is not looking at these numbers? Yeah, right.
I think with the amount of old school managers that we have in this league,
not many.
It's more than you think.
No, it's not.
They look at his pitching mechanics.
Old school managers are not in charge of being the front office and signing free agents.
Front office guys are fucking stupid.
Old school manager can walk in front office and say, hey, I think I want so-and-so. And front office is going to be like, numbers say no, we don't want that guy.
If I'm go and sign a guy, I'm looking at wins, loss, but then also I'm looking at those losses, and I'm individually looking at those losses and see what happened. They lose a 2-1 game, like that type of shit, right?
What do you want a pitcher to do?
I want him to get outs.
How does he get outs?
Ground balls, pop ups, strikeouts.
Strikeouts. Dylan Cease was number 1 in strikeouts per 9.
Exactly what
number 1.
And that's a stat right there you have to look at.
That is what I said to start this thing.
And that's fine.
He also went 8-14. He also went 8-14 with a 4.8. Oh, hold on, let me get very specific on this. He went 8-12 with a 4.55 ERA.
Okay.
If you're looking at that's what I'm saying.
I
if you're
just
looking
told
at
you
just
that.
those numbers.
No. I just told you that though. I'm looking at those 12. I am
the 12 losses.
I'm individually looking at those 12.
The 12 losses.
And see, okay, did you lose a 1-0 game? Did you lose, was it a close game? Did you allow a home run in the first and you just didn't get any fucking run support?
Was it a Paul Skeens in May where you were winning 6-0? We
Correct.
took you out.
Correct. Was it a Paul Skeens debut?
Yeah.
Was it that? Because if so, I don't count that as a fucking loss. That should not be your loss. In fact, it's not your loss because if you're winning whenever you get pulled, you get a no decision.
But you're responsible for those guys on base, which means your ERA can be inflated.
Very true. So that's why I'm looking at those losses as an individual. I'm also looking at strikeout to walk ratio.
What I'm referring to, strikeout to walk ratio, he was not number 1 because he also led the league in walks with a 3.08, I think it was.
Well, then they overpaid.
No, they didn't overpay.
You just said they might have.
Did the Dodgers overpay for Blake Snell?
Yes.
This is a 2-time Cy Young Award winner.
Don't give a fuck. And a shitty year, he needs a chance to prove himself. I'm not saying you.
There was a couple people that commented on TikTok and was like, "Oh, they overpaid for him," and all they highlighted was the ERA and how his ERA went up a little bit. What did he fucking do? Look at the underlying numbers that says he got unlucky.
Let's go back
at these certain times, which is what Sierra and FIP and ERA plus and XERA and all this stuff does. Is look at the underlying numbers.
You're speaking like an alien at this point. I don't know. No, but from what it is, what I'm looking at strikeout to walk ratio. I'm looking at Ks per 9, right? Like if I want you to go 9, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at wins and losses, but I'm really looking into the losses and ERA, obviously. But the ERA goes hand in hand with his losses. Because obviously, if you're winning games, your ERA should be low.
I mean, if you're winning games, yes,
but you're not. You're not winning games, so your ERA is elevated.
If you're up 6-0 going to the 7th, and you allow a walk and 2 base hits, and they pull you, and they pull in the bullpen, you're still responsible for the guys on first, second, and third.
But it doesn't matter if you're up 6-0. If you're up,
you're talking ERA, not wins and losses.
I'm talking both. I just told you that.
But ERA, if those 3 run scores, it goes to that starter's ERA. Not to the wins and losses. They can still win 6-3, but he gets the win. But his ERA gets inflated. Or it's like MLB don't know what a fucking error is, and we saw in Jack Leiter's debut 2 years ago when the center fielder should have caught the ball for the 3rd out of the inning, and he didn't catch it. It was a routine fly ball that never touched his glove, and he didn't catch it because he got spun around. And Jack Leiter got charged for 2 earned runs or 3 earned runs that he shouldn't have had. And after that
his
first
debut,
game,
he had like a fucking 12 ERA.
Yes,
it was wild.
It was a very inflated ERA. That's what I'm saying. It can bleed.
Because he ended up allowing runs after that.
Exactly.
And it should have been the 3rd out.
It could have been that ERA number can be very inflated based off of those things. It is. I don't think wins, losses, ERA goes hand in hand with each other. I don't think that whatsoever.
Yeah. There's
but then again, I grade a book a lot harder.
That is very true.
than most people.
You would look at me and just give me the E.
Yep.
And I'd be like,
or I'd do the.
I'd be like, Jace, they're fucking 10. It was a hard ground ball to shortstop to his left that he may or may not have dived for. I would count it as a hit. but the shit that you would count as a hit, or that I would count as a hit, you'd be an error.
Look, you and me the last couple of years.
If we both agree it's a hit, it's a hit.
You and me the last couple of years, we've gone to Houston, we've gone to Arlington, watched the Astros, watched the Rangers, right?
Yeah,
Multiple times.
We still have to spin the wheel.
Yep. We have seen plays that it has touched the fielder's glove, still be ruled a hit. We have seen plays that didn't touch the fielder's glove, be ruled an error. So what is the actual hit versus error rule?
Okay. Ground ball hit up the middle. Trey Turner's playing shortstop.
All right.
He dives for it.
Bad example.
He dives for it. Mm-hmm. Hits the end of his glove. Mm-hmm. Like tips it.
Yeah.
Hit or error.
Fully extended? Or is he alligator
fully
arm?
Extended.
He's fully extended. Not alligator.
He is here.
That's a hit.
Okay.
He did everything he could to make the play but couldn't.
Right.
Could you have made the play? If the answer to that is yes, error. If the answer to that is no, hit. If you tell me you gave everything, you were fully extended, you couldn't have added another inch to your arm if you wanted to.
Okay.
Hit. However, if you tell me that, I alligator armed it and I didn't get fully error.
Okay. Chandler Simpson's hitting.
Okay.
He hits a ground ball, a dribble it or short. Mm-hmm. Corey Seager. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hypothetically.
Okay. You're going to hate me on this, but all right.
And Seager fields it, clean, goes to transfer it, and it's in his throwing hand. Mm-hmm. But by the time it's in his throwing hand, Chandler Simpson touches first base.
Safe. Hit.
It's a base hit.
Yeah, he's already there.
Okay.
He's already there.
I'm just glad we're on the same page about that.
Yeah, he's already there.
Yeah. No, for sure. Absolutely.
As long as Corey Seager didn't field the ball, tap, double crow hop, throw to first, and he's safe.
No, it was like a bang, bang, boom.
If he field, transfer, throw, and he's safe, safe, hit, no problem. But if he field, transfer, crow hop, throw, safe, E6.
Yeah. There's one more thing.
Anyway.
One more thing I want to talk about before we get go.
We got another chat. I got to get in the chat zone here.
We got another chat. For who?
I don't know. It just said one more chat. Where's the chat zone? Oh, chat right there.
Yeah. Is that just Gabe?
Studio chat. I don't know. Whisper backstage. I don't know what that means.
No, that's...
Oh, that's Gabe.
No, yeah. That's what I thought. All right. The whisper backstage is where me and you can talk.
I just looked back
to each other. So where it says studio chat, it's just me and you in there, so we can talk to each other. There's one more thing, two more things. One thing is I threw a baseball Thanksgiving Day.
Okay, how'd you feel? Are you sore?
I'm not sore, surprisingly, but I threw with father-in-law. He had two girls, and I asked him if he wanted to throw. I had my glove, and he's never had a boy to throw with, right? He had two daughters. Now he has a son that's kind of athletic, or used to be at least. And so we threw. And when I tell you, buddy, I still got it. I still fucking got it. He was look, father-in-law. I'm throwing the ball with him, dude, and he did the old glove closed, catch it on the side with two hands, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I tried to do it, and I can't do that, but I can keep that glove wide open, and boom, boom, I'm here.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boy.
Which is why the glove and the ball is in my truck right now.
There you
go. Because anytime I go over there
until now, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. What you asked if we had a ball in here? I said I have one in my truck. You probably didn't hear that because you don't listen to me.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get one put.
The other thing is the last thing.
Explain my change-ups.
The other thing is the last thing I want to talk about. I want to go over number 3 on this MLB news.
I don't even know what it is. What is it?
Anthony Rendon.
Oh.
Anthony Rendon. We can briefly discuss number 2 and be done with all of them, all 4.
What's 2?
2 is Paul Skeens gets record pay from the pre-arb bonus pool of $50 million.
Yep.
Which is insane.
It's a new thing, so that way.
Shout out to Paul Skeens.
It's a new thing, so these kids like a Paul Skeens that wins the Cy Young, but he's only getting paid minimum, Major League Baseball minimum wage.
Absolutely.
Like
$780 something.
Yeah, $788. I think it was this past year. Like you earned the opportunity to get more money. And look, this is a brand new thing. I think it's only in year 2 or maybe year 3.
Okay.
The $50 million.
Yeah.
And that's what it is every year. It doesn't go up. It doesn't go down. It's a $50 million bonus based off of who gets what for rookies, how much you played, what you earned, this, that, and the other. And, dude, Paul Skeens earned a record $3.4 some million dollars. It's a record for the pre-arb bonus. But, look, it's well-deserved. I mean, look, this is a guy that won Rookie of the Year last year. He was, number 3 in Cy Young
He's going to win awards. He's going to win an award either every other year or every year.
Yeah, I mean, he was...
From here on out. If he stays the path that he's on, holy fuck. Paul Skeens would be the most decorated MLB veteran that there is.
But, I mean, if you look at his very early career so far, he comes up, wins Rookie of the Year, 3rd in Cy Young Award voting that year. That was year 1. We're in year 2. He won it with a 10-10 record. Like... Yeah, 1.98 ERA.
If the Pirates get good, look the fuck out, dude.
If the Pirates offense can score runs, look out, because you got Skeens at 1, Keller at 2, Jared Jones at 3 when he's healthy. Bubba Chandler just came up this past year. We saw what they called Jared Jones and Paul Skeens the Hundo brothers. Yeah, okay, you're going to be having the fucking Hundo triplets here in a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm afraid to say that Skeens is going to be opening day starter and not Bubba Chandler, like Bubba Chandler told Skeens. You remember I told you that?
Bubba
needs to just shut the fuck up and pitch. Like
Bubba can be number 2.
I feel like an old man saying that. Bubba needs to just shut the fuck up and pitch.
At this current date, right now, November 29th at 7:21 p.m., right now, 2025, everybody healthy, okay?
Skeens is opening day.
Which they're not, by the way.
Skeens is your 1.
Keep that in mind. It goes Skeens, Jones, Keller, Chandler, 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Pirates.
Which is disgusting.
Yes.
But if you have a 1-run ball game, you lose.
Exactly.
That's what sucks.
You've got to build a ball. You've got to build bullpen. You've got to build.
These guys are professional baseball players. They're gonna get a hit. They're gonna score runs.
Correct. Yep.
So you have to be able to do the same. And if the Pirates organization does not fucking do something about it, like they're fucked.
Well, here's the thing. So we're seeing the Pirates linked to all these players, right? They're linked to this guy, that guy, this guy, and the other guy. I mean, they're linked to everyone.
Hang it.
It's one of those things where it's not a. Here's the thing that people need to realize: it's not a Pirates-driven linking to these players. It is an MLB linking saying, "Hey, you've been a revenue-sharing team." Meaning that the Dodgers are earning hundreds of millions of dollars, yet they're paying you so much. You've been and not just Yankees, Red Sox, Blue Jays, like a bunch of teams, revenue sharing. You've been a revenue sharing team for all these years, yet you haven't put any of that money into the team. Just like we talked about last year with the Sacramento Athletics. Okay, Sacramento Athletics go out and they extend Brent Rooker. You extend Lawrence Butler. You go out and sign Luis Severino to the biggest free agent deal that you've ever put out for in athletics history. Like they were forced. This is not a, hey, you have the option to do this, that, and the other. This is MLB saying, hey, you are forced to go spend money. All right. The Marlins are also in this exact same situation. Coach Rob, if the Marlins trade Sandy Alcantara, they're going to have a $30-ish million payroll. 30.
Yeah.
30.
That's how old I am.
Here's the problem. Okay, I got in an argument with an older guy on Facebook this past week. you didn't see it because he was in my DMs, not on for everybody to see.
He slid in there?
Yeah, he slid in DMs on
Trey Turner?
And it was MLB needs a salary cap. No. MLB needs a salary floor. These teams, these owners are worth
so much more
billions.
than a fucking salary cap.
We have 0 teams that are worth under $1 billion. 0. We have 3 owners worth under $1 billion. 3 owners worth under $1 billion. And they're making money because other teams are selling more. Yet they're putting that money in their pocket instead of putting it amongst their team. And that's the problem. This is what we saw with the Athletics last year. Everybody was shocked and awe last year when the Athletics signed Luis Severino to that 3-year, $68 million deal. I think it was what it was. I could be wrong on that. But it was 60-something million on that deal. Okay? Everybody was shocked at that. The Athletics were forced to do that by Major League Baseball. They'll never come out and admit it. Nobody will ever admit it. But now we see that the Pirates and the Marlins are in the exact same situation where this is revenue-sharing teams that has been at the minimum payroll that they could be for so many years. And MLB is essentially telling them, hey, you have to spend money or you're not going to be a revenue-sharing team anymore. Is essentially what's happening. Believe that or not. But that is what's happening. You have to spend the money. And now all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Pirates owner who hasn't wanted to spend money since the time he became Pirates owner is interested in Kyle Schwarber, Pete Alonso, Nick Castellanos, JT Realmuto. That it's not a coincidence. You have to get to a certain number now. Without MLB, without Major League Baseball coming out and saying it, these teams are going to have to get to a certain number. And in 2027, when we have a lockout, which hopefully it doesn't affect Major League Baseball games, hopefully, you're going to see MLB PA push for a salary floor and be willing to give in to other things. I don't know what those other things are going to be. They won't go for a salary cap, but they will go for a salary floor. We have to have a floor in Major League Baseball.
Oh, the players are 100% in.
You cannot have these teams, these 3 or 4, and it's only 2, 3, 4 teams out of the 30. I got it. You can't have teams.
It's more than that.
Like the Dodgers that's spending and getting penalized for spending. Again, we're going to have a whole episode on this one day, but I'm going to say it again real fast. Freddie wanted to stay in Atlanta.
Yep.
Mookie wanted to stay in Boston.
Yep.
Xander wanted to stay in Boston.
Yep.
Glasnow wanted to stay with Tampa, and they traded him.
Yep.
Okay? Justin Turner, when he was with the Dodgers, the A's cut him. He wasn't good enough. And goes to the Dodgers and becomes the captain. Okay? This is going to be a whole episode about how the Dodgers don't ruin baseball because of these things. The problem is not the Dodgers or the Blue Jays or the Yankees back in their heyday or the Red Sox or the Cubs or any of these things. The problem is this. The Milwaukee Brewers want to trade a number 1 ace in Freddie Peralta that would be the number 1 for probably 25 out of 30 Major League Baseball teams.
Yep.
They want to trade him, and he's making $8 million in the last year of his deal. That is the problem with baseball. Not a salary floor or a salary cap. I don't even know where this started, but this is where I got to.
Skeens, Pirates, etc.
Yeah.
I did want to touch on Rendon, but we can
a 10-year, $400 million deal. Maybe 450.
You don't think Skeens is the first $1 billion deal?
No, I don't think anybody's a $1 billion deal.
Well, fucking, if dipshit Juan Soto can get fucking 765, Skeens is better.
How far in are we?
Hour and a half.
Jesus. All right.
We've said it before. We'll say it again. We can fucking sit here and talk for 5 hours.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, and it's fine. I'm okay with it. Because I'm just drinking beer, hanging with the homie. You know what I mean?
Saying, bro. It's all good.
Like when we do the round table, I don't think we should have a time limit. I think we should just sit here and bullshit, and whatever the fuck comes out, comes out.
Is there going to be a time limit?
On the round table?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would we?
Yeah, it's going to be the boys.
Right. I did want to touch on Rendon real quick. So Anthony Rendon is planned to retire.
So let me just stop
or is this like a Brian Kelly situation?
Let me just stop you for just a second, real quick, and I'll let you go.
I'll stop.
The report is this is the report. The report is the Angels are looking to buy him out of his last year. So essentially, instead of paying him, I don't even know what the contract is.
So this is a fired college football coach.
Well, for 1 year. Well, for 1 year.
Yeah.
So they essentially want to.
He only has 1 year left.
Yeah, he only has 1 year of his 7-year, $200-something million deal. Whatever.
235, I believe.
Yeah.
It was.
Again, I'm not a baseball almanac, like I said earlier. I'm not going to be able to give you all the details of everything that you want.
I am, bitches.
What was his deal?
I think it was 235. I want to say it was 235. I'll look that up.
I'll
actually,
look it up. Anthony Rendon contract. Coach, if you're right,
if you type in dipshit, it should just come up.
you missed it.
By how much?
$10,245,000.
I knew it had a 2 and a 5.
Yeah. So essentially, what they're going to try to do is buy him out of this last year and say, look, you haven't played enough games in your entire 6-year history to be worth $38 million.
Yeah.
So we'd like to buy you out of that last year at $38 million, and that's what the AAV is. Now there could be some ups.
I mean,
and
they're
downs,
basically
whatever.
paying him to not play games anyway, so they might as well do it again.
Exactly. But
I
anyway, that's where it is.
Kurt Suzuki had anything in that. Like, I'm curious if Kurt Suzuki was like, "Hey, this guy ain't worth a fuck. Like, we're paying him to not play. We might as well pay him to not play."
Well, not be on the team. You're paying him not be on the team.
Well, you're paying him to not play. It's a fired college football coach. You're giving him money not to fucking do his job, which is essentially what you were doing. The fucking, like, for Brian Kelly, you were paying him not to do his job 3 years prior to you firing him, and now you're paying him again not to do his job.
Mm-hmm.
So that's essentially what they're doing. Anthony Rendon has been in talks before of him coming out and saying that the season's too long. He's just being a little bitch, and it is what it is. I'd love to get on here. I'd love to get him on here and talk to him and say just, hey, man, look, like, you know, why? Like, were you really hurt? Like, why did you say that? Why did you say that stupid shit? Why did you say the season was too long? You look stupid. You look stupid saying that.
100%.
Like, do I agree the season is too long? Kind of. I think 162 is a big-ass number. Like, college plays 56. I think they get to 70-something if they go all the way. But, like, even then, like, that is, like, the NBA season is fucking 82 games.
Yeah.
And they'll get to 100 with the playoffs and all. If you go game sevens.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, game sevens is only those last two.
Okay, but you have what? You have 3 rounds? Or 4 rounds? I don't know NBA.
Card, if you're in the, well, I say wild card because we know MLB, but if you're in the play-in, that's what it's called, play-in.
Okay.
I don't know NBA.
Well,
I don't watch it.
82 plus 14 is what,
96?
Okay, plus 5. Let's just say it's a 5-game
101.
series. Yeah. So you can get to 100 in the NBA. Essentially. There's a possibility of you getting to 100.
I'll say you get right at it.
Okay, fine, sure. But to come out and say, like, yeah, we play way too many games, when this is just how the game has been played the last fucking I don't know how many years. Like, it's been a long time.
Again, I'm not a baseball almanac.
No, so but your fucking computer is.
MLB go to 162.
162. Because we've said it before.
1961.
Okay, so fucking
hold on.
80 years.
1961. When?
What year was 1961? Is that what you're about to type in?
No. When was Anthony Rendon born?
Oh, he's your age.
1990.
Okay, he's 5 years older.
So for 29 years before he was born, we've been playing 162.
That is very good math.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Fucking
math is easy,
dude. This is
unless you're in school, then it's really hard.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Victoria's about to start some mac and cheese.
I heard that, some mac and cheese.
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's my woman. Anyway, but
that's
no, this is. I'm glad this is happening, but I'm not glad that his career's over. Like I wish that he would have played 100 a season. Like, I get it, he was hurt, right? But was he really hurt? We don't know. It seemed like some bullshit, because he really wasn't ever hurt with Washington.
I mean, bro, look at with Washington. Like, this guy, when he signed with the Angels,
he came up with a fucking MVP season.
It was the same thing as Pujols when Pujols signed with the Angels. Like,
he was like to do that
fucking stud. This dude came off of, he was third in the MVP. He was an all-star. He was a Silver Slugger. 3 straight years in the MVP voting. Like, this guy was a monster. That last year in Washington, he led the league in doubles with 44. He led the league, not the National League. He led the league in doubles at 44. He led the league in RBIs at 126. Up until that point, dude, the four years prior to him signing with the Angels, he played 156, 147, 136, and 146.
Yeah.
This dude was on the field.
If he would have just played in 100 with the Angels.
In a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he would have just played in 100 per season, I'd have been A-okay, and he probably would have hit fucking 280. Like, it doesn't make sense that he didn't play. I get it. He's hurt. Sure. He's hurt.
Well, I mean, with the Angels, his 7-year contract, he played 257 games.
So barely a season.
A season and a half.
Not
roughly.
even.
Yes, not
a season
even,
and a quarter.
But roughly.
A season and a quarter.
No, it's a season and a half.
He played 200 games?
257. A season is 162.
Oh, 257. Okay, yeah, I thought you said 200.
Just over a year and a half with the team. I mean, look, but this guy wasn't good. I mean, his 7 years in Washington, he hit 290. The years he played with the Angels, he hit 242. I mean, look, it was a significant decline. We hadn't seen this guy play over 60 games since he's been like an Angel. You know what I mean? Like, the most games he's played compared to the season, right? 162. Would be in 2020 when we only played 60 games that year, and he played in 52 of those 60.
Right.
Outside of that, counting for 162, it was 58, 47, 43, 57. Like, this dude has not played in the percentage of games you need him to play. You need a guy that you're going to sign to this $200-some-odd million contract to play in 130 minimum.
Yep.
Minimum. Absolute bare fucking minimum. 130. Minimum.
Yeah.
Absolute bare minimum.
Fun word to say.
But yes, Anthony Rendon and the Angels are negotiating a buyout.
They're parting ways, which is great for baseball.
And it was reported that when they report the buyout, when they come to a contractual agreement, he will retire.
Words are hard.
Then, and I think he's gonna 100% sign a one-day retire as a national, because he won the World Series there. Like,
yeah,
that's when he was known as being. When he was with him, he was one of the best third basemen in the league.
He was. I don't know about the third base. I know you said one of. But he. I don't know about the best third baseman. Top 5.
I mean, dude.
Top 5 when he was playing.
Take him. his last 3 years with the Nats.
Yep.
Okay, starting with year 1 in 2017.
He got MVP votes in those.
MVP 6th.
Yeah.
2017 or 2018. MVP 11th. 2019. So 3 straight years. He was an All-Star in 2019. MVP votes number 3. Silver Slugger for third baseman. That takes all third baseman, the best hitter of them. Silver Slugger there. Like, this dude was a stud when he was with the Nats. Back in 2014, MVP voting, number 5. Silver Slugger that year, too. He played with the Nats for 7 years. He was an MVP candidate 4 of those 7. Got MVP votes 4 of those 7 years. Like, he was known as one of the best third basemen in baseball.
Yeah.
When he signed this big deal with the Angels.
I mean, it's
again, we talk about it all the time. The Angels have just missed. You signed Albert Pujols to a 10-year gajillion-dollar deal. It didn't work out. You signed Rendon 7 years. Didn't work out. You signed Cole Hamels when he was at the top of his game. Didn't work out. You signed fucking Jared Weaver, when he was pitching great. Didn't work out. Like, they have made the right moves. It just hasn't worked out for them.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yeah. I don't get it. Hopefully they made the right hire in Kurt Suzuki, and then they'll figure it the fuck out from there.
We did not get any Lane Kiffin news.
No, we did not. I just refreshed it and nothing.
Yeah, no, me too. Man, damn.
It's okay.
Well, Coach, it's your close. My wife is still at the dog, so we can sit here and just kind of hang out for a minute.
Well, we can go in the kitchen and hang out for a minute because my wife is going to be making a mac and cheese for work tomorrow.
My wife just said Cane's for dinner. So
solid.
My wife's about to pick up Cane's and then come pick me up. So
solid. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab another beer, which you already have one sitting right there. You're going to grab me one.
Oh, you think I'm going to grab you one?
If you don't, I'm walking by there and I'm grabbing one. So
all right, walk by there and open that up, bro.
Oh, we're empty. Okay.
Si, senor.
It's your case next. I bought 2.
I've
bought 2 since.
Oh, hold on. Fact check.
The first case I bought was flights, and then I bought a case of ultras.
You called me on your first case and said there's no flights at Walmart.
That was my second one. I promise you. Because there was another text in there that says I bought case 1 out of 2. And the reason why I'm buying 2 cases is because whenever Coach Jace
11/17.
Okay.
I bought my first of 2 cases for the room.
Okay. Now see when I called you. Because it was after that.
I can't see my.
I know, but I'm saying whenever you get your phone.
Okay.
You see when I called you.
11/17.
11/17.
12 days ago.
Buddy, I'm telling you.
Okay. We're going to see.
I go through beer.
Okay.
Anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's been a great episode. It's been great going live. It's been great going and interacting with people while we record. But yes, no, we appreciate everybody. Thank y'all so much. This has been Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered.